And welcome back to the second half hour of this very special edition of the Factor Uncensored. And we're in the city of Galveston celebrating and remembering Juneteenth. So if you don't know what Juneteenth is, we had a chance to sit down with the mayor of Galveston, and he has more. Mayor, the city of Galveston is crucial, very important when we learn more about Juneteenth. For those who are not familiar with this city's role in Juneteenth, what is it exactly?
Well, after the Emancipation Proclamation was declared in the country in the mid-1800s, it took time to get throughout the United States to let everybody know.
No internet back then.
No internet. No cell phones back then. So the last place that it was declared that slaves were freed was in Galveston, Texas here. And it was read by a Union Army general, General Granger, that came to the city and read the order that freed all slaves. When that was done, the entire United States that was under that control at the time, then it made an impact that all slaves were free.
And it's kind of incredible to think about that type of news for those who have been in bondage for so long, to get that news, and then the last place to get it, right here in Galveston.
It was, and it's a segment of our history in the United States that everybody looks back on. And what's nice about Juneteenth, though, in my mind, is that it signifies not only the freedom of the slaves, but it sets the tone for freedom of all individuals in the United States.
And when we say Juneteenth, because it was June 19th, 1865, when that news was announced here on the island.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. And it was announced at different locations on the island here. Then there was a march of the slaves down to Reedy Chapel that's on Broadway, 21st and Broadway here, just a few blocks from where we are now. And so for those that have an interest in Juneteenth, coming to Galveston and be able to walk in the same footsteps, to stand on the same corners, to be out in front of the same buildings when this proclamation and was read by General Granger, it's quite a historical situation for many people to experience.
And now we're finally at the level where Juneteenth is a federal holiday. Yes. Recognized all across the country.
And what a wonderful, wonderful recognition of Juneteenth. We were all with Senator Cornyn and Sheila Jackson Lee that were involved with making that happen on a national level. Needed to be done for many years, and we're so fortunate that they brought that forward.
Absolutely. And for those here on the island, for your residents, how significant is this holiday for them?
Very, very significant. We, being the birthplace of Juneteenth here, we have celebrated Juneteenth in many different ways over the years since 1865. It is now, with the proclamation of being a national holiday, now it has taken even more significance. When we celebrate Juneteenth, it used to be just local citizens here in Galveston. Now when we celebrate, we're getting individuals from all over the United States coming to help us celebrate.
Were you at all surprised about the number of people around the country who did not know about Juneteenth, the significance, and that it was being celebrated here?
It is surprising. And on one side of the coin, it was surprising that many people didn't realize the significance of Juneteenth. But also, on the positive side, there's many states and many cities in the United States that have, in some way, been celebrating Juneteenth.
I remember growing up as a kid in Louisiana, we celebrated it there. Yes. Not the way you do here in Texas, but at least we had the news. Exactly. There's some states and cities where people have never heard of it.
Right.
But now you guys are wearing it as a badge of honor. You had an unveiling of a sign. And tell us a little bit about that sign and what people will see as they approach the city of Galveston.
What we did this morning is unveiled a sign that will be at the base of the causeway and the other entry points to our island that will denote, it says, "Welcome to Galveston, birthplace of Juneteenth." And it's not only to signify and recognize Juneteenth, but it's to show those that visit our island how proud we are.
And does it make you that much more prouder as mayor of this city? And that many cities, you know, have its role in history, but being a part of a city that has such a crucial role in history and the next phase of America.
Right. Makes me very proud being the mayor of Galveston during this time. I stand on the shoulders of many individuals that work diligently to bring attention to Juneteenth in the past. And here in Galveston, we're looking at Juneteenth not only to be this holiday, but we're looking at it to possibly be the beginning of the freedom, of a celebration of freedom for all Americans that will run all the way to July 4th.
And does a holiday like Juneteenth bring the racial groups closer together here in the city of Galveston? You know, Houston and parts of Texas, we're most diverse in the country, and people don't expect that. But does a holiday like Juneteenth bring us closer together?
Very much so. It's celebrated by all aspects of our community, and everybody supports it.